What if your greatest act of kindness became your eternal curse? In the shadowy corners of Greek mythology lies the tale of Hierax, a story that challenges everything we think we know about divine justice. In ancient Greece, where gods walked among mortals and fate hung by the thinnest of threads, the people understood that every action carried consequences beyond human comprehension. The Greeks believed their deities watched constantly, weighing mortal deeds on scales invisible to human eyes. Hierax was no hero in the traditional sense. He wasn't a warrior like Achilles or a king like Odysseus. He was simply a man with a heart too large for his own good. When famine struck his village, Hierax couldn't bear watching his neighbors starve. Day after day, he shared his meager provisions with anyone who knocked on his door. But Hierax's generosity went beyond sharing his own food. When his supplies ran low, he began stealing from the wealthy to feed the hungry. His motives were pure, his heart noble, yet his methods defied the laws of both gods and men. The divine powers took notice of this moral complexity. Here was a man whose crimes were acts of compassion, whose theft was motivated by love for his fellow humans. The gods faced a dilemma that reflected the very essence of Greek mythology's moral ambiguity. Rather than punishment or reward, the gods chose transformation. In a flash of divine light, Hierax felt his body changing. His arms stretched into powerful wings, his vision sharpened beyond human capability, and his voice became a piercing cry that echoed across the mountains. Hierax had become a hawk, forever soaring above the world he once walked. His transformation wasn't purely punishment, nor was it entirely a blessing. As a hawk, he gained incredible sight and freedom, yet lost his human connections forever. This metamorphosis reflects one of Greek mythology's most profound themes, the price of moral action in an imperfect world. Hierax's story asks whether doing good sometimes requires breaking rules, and whether the gods judge our intentions or merely our actions. The tale resonates today because it captures a universal human struggle. We've all faced moments where helping others might require bending rules or making sacrifices. Hierax's transformation reminds us that moral choices often carry unexpected consequences. In Greek art and literature, hawks became symbols of divine justice and moral complexity. The bird's keen vision represented the ability to see truth from great heights, while its solitary nature reflected the isolation that sometimes comes with moral courage. Hierax's story ultimately teaches us that compassion, even when it leads to difficult choices, transforms us in ways we never expected.